Once upon a time, in the magical land of Verdantia, there lived a young fairy named Luna. Luna was unlike any other fairy in the enchanted forest. While her fellow fairies had a natural talent for delicate dances and elegant melodies, Luna possessed a burning passion for adventure and exploration. From a young age, Luna would spend her days wandering through the lush meadows, scaling towering trees, and diving into crystal-clear lakes. She would often lose herself in books about far-off lands and dreamt of embarking on her own grand expedition. However, the other fairies would shake their heads and tisk-tisk at Luna's unconventional interests. They believed that fairies should stick to traditional roles and fulfill expectations set for them by their kind. They urged Luna to focus on becoming a graceful dancer like her sisters and to forget about her wild dreams. But Luna's spirit couldn't be tamed. She knew that she was destined for more than the limitations imposed upon her by her identity as a fairy. Determined to break stereotypes and redefine expectations, Luna decided to follow her heart and set out on a daring journey to the distant mountains, where legends spoke of hidden treasures and untold mysteries. With her trusty satchel filled with provisions and a heart full of courage, Luna bid farewell to her fellow fairies and began her epic adventure. She soared through the skies, her gossamer wings glinting in the sunlight, as she approached the towering peaks of the mountains. As Luna explored the rugged terrain, she encountered various magical creatures who were equally surprised to see a fairy in their midst. The creatures were taken aback by Luna's fearlessness and determination. They had never met a fairy who dared to challenge the expectations placed upon them. Word of Luna's extraordinary journey spread throughout the land, capturing the attention and curiosity of creatures far and wide. Animals, mythical beings, and even the wise old wizards were inspired by Luna's story. They began to question the limitations that society had imposed upon them and embraced their own unique passions and talents. Luna's expedition took her to hidden valleys, secret caves, and mystical realms. Along the way, she made lasting friendships with creatures of all kinds. She discovered that they, too, longed to break free from the expectations tied to their identities. As Luna reached the peak of the tallest mountain, she was greeted by a radiant beam of sunlight that illuminated a hidden cave entrance. With anticipation and excitement, she stepped into the cavern and gasped at the sight before her. The cave was filled with ancient scrolls, maps, and artifacts from forgotten times. In that moment, Luna realized that her journey was not only about defying stereotypes but also about discovering her true identity. She realized that she was not just a fairy with a thirst for adventure. She was a harbinger of change, a symbol of courage, and a champion of individuality. Luna returned to Verdantia as a transformed fairy, filled with newfound wisdom and purpose. She shared her tale with her fellow fairies and inspired them to embrace their own passions and aspirations. No longer confined by stereotypes, the fairies of Verdantia set out on their own unique paths, redefining what it meant to be a fairy in their enchanted forest. And so, the land of Verdantia became a place where identities were no longer defined by expectations, but rather by the infinite possibilities that lay within each individual. Luna's story echoed through the ages, reminding everyone that breaking stereotypes and redefining expectations was not only possible but necessary for personal growth and collective harmony. Remember, dear friends, that your true identity is not confined by the expectations of others. Embrace your passions, challenge the stereotypes, and embark on your own extraordinary journey of self-discovery. The world awaits, ready to be transformed by your unique gifts and the magic that lies within you.